All right, it's Thursday, February 27th. Just following up on the SPY, I am taking a very small gain here, almost break even essentially. Discussed how I bought some puts here, looking for to take out the lows of the day. I still think that's a potential target. We came down, then I was able to scale out, set up an overage trade. We had a kind of a 3-bar here, a little lower low and higher high kind of thing. Then we started, we held in the middle of this little short-term broadening formation, little inside green bar, and then we start up. So still think, the tone of the day is down. We could just be taking out liquidity again and eventually rolling over. But just given trade management, I decided to exit this trade for now. I bought the 600 puts at 11.15. I scaled out at 12.15 to set up an overage trade. I was trying to exit a few other prices, and I ended up exiting the rest of the trade at 10.50. So overall, it's a very small gain, but essentially, consider it like a break-even kind of thing. And I continue to watch it. Again, this is a tricky area. I've been discussing it for a while. There's a lot of videos describing how this key inflection point is either going to hold and reverse higher. It didn't slice right through on the way down to, give us an indication we're heading much lower, but it could just be a pause area that eventually continues lower. So until I see the reversal up, I'm biased to the downside, but I also know this area could be an area that provides a reversal up. So at this point, just given trade management, I had some good trades earlier in the day on the QQQs to the downside. This trade essentially break even, small gain. I still see it just chopping around in here, and until the structure on the day changes, which means we get up through this area here, with a big green reversal, then you could still be holding on and just expecting choppiness that eventually, could head down there. But it's a key area. Anything's possible. So for now, I'm just, towards the end of the morning, considering this kind of 2 morning trades, one that worked out well, another one that didn't follow through quite yet. Still biased to the downside, but I'll just see if we take out liquidity. If it ends up with a big red bar, I could re-enter one final time in the afternoon and see if we do take out those lows and eventually hold below there and eventually move down here. So it still is very much dependent on how these daily bars end up and what to expect for the next day and how price opens, relative to where the previous bar closes. So I'm keeping an eye on that in the big picture. I'm also looking at this weekly chart here with a couple of days to go. Are we going to close strongly red and expect follow through lower, or is it going to kind of have a big hammer bar maybe by the end of the week and maybe have a 2-up week and shows that we are holding in this area? So that's why the jury's still out in here. That's why I'm being pretty nimble, but I kind of know the context. And for now, I'm just, exiting this trade here and continuing to watch it. I'll see what develops intraday in the afternoon. And I know, the key levels to monitor. I know the parameters, that I'm looking for. And I know what intraday structure looks like in terms of aligning with those expectations or not.